this indicates a major breakthrough because the finger area was the main problem area that had emerged between India and China on the Ladakh border. Remember, Galwan was also a friction area, and we had the clash when soldiers died. But following that, the Chinese withdrew from Galwan. But in Finger, they kept on hanging on to a large stretch of 80 square kilometers plus. This agreement now basically means the Chinese will withdraw to their positions pre-April last year, which is to Finger 8. And the Indian side will also reposition itself to Finger 3. And this area in between Fingers 3, Finger 4 and 8, which used to see frequent clashes and patrols meeting face to face, that will form a patrolling zone. How it goes up ahead is still to be known. The important thing to understand is how has this been achieved. In August last year, if you remember, we had occupied a whole set of positions in Chushul, which is on the southern bank of the Pangong Tso Lake. That was the counter pressure that was used to bring China to the negotiating table, because before that, China was not willing to listen to anything. So there's not much clarity in the RM statement on what's going to happen on the south bank, but the one indicative line is that positions both on north and south will be withdrawn. Our sources tell us that the phase plan goes as such. Firstly, the Finger area will get disengaged, which we have seen happening right now. Within 48 hours of that, of a verifiable withdrawal from the Finger area, both sides will start moving back from the southern bank as well. We had occupied very key positions, as you said, on the range in Chushul. But those positions were always meant to act as a counterweight against the Chinese Finger occupation. So if the Chinese side withdraws from Finger, it does make sense for India to take down troops from its heights in Rezingla and in Rechinla, because that was always meant to pressurize the Chinese to withdraw from Finger. So, very cautious, because in the past we've seen Galwan was also a disengagement point. And in Galwan, we saw that the last moment when we went to verify the Chinese withdrawal, there was a clash and we lost 20 soldiers. The Chinese lost soldiers as well. This is a delicate process. The next 48 to 72 hours are crucial. We have to see that the withdrawal actually takes place, that it is verifiable. There will be UAVs flying there. There will be on-ground spotters trying to understand how much the Chinese have withdrawn. Any dispute at that point will have to be resolved through talks again. But yes, a step through, a great step in the right direction. A lot of people are, on social media are concerned about India's heights on the southern bank. They should understand those heights are not something that we would want to occupy. Those are impossible heights. They're at 18,000-20,000 feet. These are not heights which we would want our soldiers to deploy through the year. They were taken for gaining advantage in negotiations. And if that advantage has been carried through, when we managed to use them as a counterweight to the Chinese, I think it is logical sense to withdraw from there as well. The next step, the Finger area and the south of the Pangong Tso Lake get resolved as it happens. The bigger areas then come into question is Depsang. Remember, Chinese have also built up across the Depsang plains. That is not being talked about much. That is another area. Gogra is another area, near Galwan, which has to be discussed further. Then there's a question of the Chinese built-up of forces which are not in Indian territory but very close to. So they still have about 40,000 troops very close to the border within, say, a few hours striking time. That will perhaps be the last things to go. We've already seen a certain thinning out there. 10,000 troops from each side were taken off in November as winter set in. The larger numbers still remain. Of course, this can never be status quo ante of the pre-April times, because things have changed on the ground. Chinese have come in, they have staked the claim, they have constructed bunkers, all of that. So they have solidified their claim there, but creation of a buffer zone or a no patrolling zone will leave this situation open for further conflict, but it will be an immediate solution to watering down of tensions. Remember, Chinese are not giving up any claim on this area. They're just agreeing to not patrol for an unspecified amount of time. So Finger area could well be a contentious issue for us in the decades to come. But overall, a step in the right direction. Wait and watch. Very cautious next few days. That's the word on the street.